somebody come here asking me questions about how to change this and how to change that. And I said, look, I got a Patriot here right now. It broke down the street and just quit on them. And I can show you exactly how to get to it. Yeah. Here's an old video I made. Book time is 3.4 hours. I'm gonna throw y'all Chrysler boys a bone here if you don't know already. And if you do, well then great. Maybe the DIY guys can get a little heads up on this. Thanks guys, be blessed. Oftentimes I hear on the Jeep forums on these Patriots that on the four-wheel drive units you have to pull the passenger side CV axle and pull the PTU out to change the crank sensor. You don't really have to do that. If you stand more towards the front of the vehicle and you reach up in front of the CV axle kind of off to the side, you can actually lay your arm across the back of that block and you can touch the metal shielding. I'm trying to get a nice glimpse up inside that hole right there, but I can't really get it that clean. There's a lot of oil and stuff. I charged this customer about an hour and a half. I think it could have been 2 hours. There was a lot of cleaning involved, and there was another repair that had to be done as well. So I just charged them 2 hours total. I was very fair because it's a customer that comes back often, and I'm trying to situate that light right there in an area where I can show you. But if you take your left arm right down here, right down in that corner right there behind that shield, if you pull that 13mm off, you can fold that shield back out of the way, and then you can kind of see the cord right here a little bit underneath, or the wire harness that goes to the crank sensor. You can kind of see it in the corner. I'm trying to find a spot here where I can mark it so I can show you guys. And the 10mm bolt holds that crank sensor down. You can actually reach your hand right here in front of the CV axle, lay it across the back of the block, and you'll see my fingers right here. There's that shield right there. Reach up there with a ratcheting wrench, pull that 13mm out of the corner, fold that heat shield back out of the way, and then that spot where I have that red marked right there, there's the connector for it. And you can actually reach up in there, unplug that crank sensor after you get that heat shield folded back, get you a 10mm ratcheting wrench, and just break the bolt loose, take it out of there with your fingertips, and then you can actually pop that sensor out without pulling that PTU and CV axle and everything out of it. Put a new sensor in, put your 10mm bolt back in, snug it up, put the heat shield back down, snug that up. That's it. And those two circles right there are where those bolts go. Pull them out by hand, put your new sensor in there, put the bolt back in, fold your cover back down, put the 13 back in, snug it all back down, and you're good to go. These crank sensors are known for going out in these Jeeps. And in the driver's side footwell, there's a big connector to get some corrosion in it, but that wasn't the case with this one. It was a crank sensor. It was acting up. Well, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. And this is a 2012 model Jeep Patriot. Be blessed, as always.